All right, so in this video, let me show you why ChatGPT's memory is broken for people doing real work. I have two ChatGPT windows. They're all on the same plan, same prompts, identical work. The only difference is that on the right-hand side, it is connected to XTrace, and on the left-hand side, it isn't. So I'm Austin, Chief Growth Officer at XTrace, and by the end of the video, you'll see exactly why the way AI handles memory today is not built for real work and what you can do about it. So in this case, both windows are open. I give it the same ChatGPT prompt, and the prompt itself doesn't really matter. I'm just asking it to write a blog post about Apple's ecosystem lock-in, and both will come back with solid drafts. It's pretty much the identical experience, no real difference here. What I'll do now is simulate in a very condensed manner of me refining it. As you probably know with AI, the first output is never the final one, and it usually means correcting it, refining it through multiple rounds. But for this demo, we'll just go through just one round of refinements. So again, both deliver pretty standard output based off of the same prompt. We can all see that. And this is where it gets interesting, right? So now it has, let's just call this like the final refined blog post. What I'm going to do is ask the AI ChatGPT to turn it into a LinkedIn post. And this is pretty common when you're creating content, is that you have a great one that you want to use, and then you can slice and dice it, refine it for different social media outlets. So like maybe for LinkedIn, maybe for Reddit, etc. So as you can see right here, there's two solid LinkedIn posts, pretty much two identical experiences, and you think there's no difference, right? Well, that's the point. The real test is what happens next. Okay, so before I move on, now I have two workflows that I created, pretty much identical between ChatGPT without Xtrace and ChatGPT with Xtrace on the right. So I start a new conversation and I ask ChatGPT, can you give me that blog post about Apple that we worked on earlier, word for word? And on the left-hand side, with no X-Trace integration, ChatGPT just says that it has no memory of that conversation. Yikes, right? It can't help me. Now I either have to start over completely or spend time digging it back up where I don't even know where that conversation is if I left it for a few hours or left it for a few days. And so this is not great because I waste time doing this. But what's actually even worse is that we tried this on my teammate's paid plan. Right now, this is the free plan. And we gave it the exact same prompt, the exact same workflow, and we got to this point. And guess what? ChatGPT retrieved an article. And actually, retrieve is probably the wrong word here. It completely fabricated a new article, like straight hallucinated an article that we never wrote. If you don't believe it, you can try it yourself. Okay, so enough about this. Now, if we take a look at the right-hand side, same question, but this time with the ChatGPT account connected to XTrace. And it pulls up the blog word for word, the final refined version. And these are all the refinements that we made. And that's really because XTrace captured that work, everything about it, the refinements that we made, the different versions, and what was the final output. And it knew my context based on the prompt that it surfaced. And if you don't believe me, like what I'm doing here now is going to diff checker to copy and paste the one that it retrieved and the one that we created. And as you can see, there's no difference at all, besides maybe some spacing and formatting. So going back, right, to all of this, what does this actually signify? Here's the thing that most people don't realize. AI tools today aren't designed for work, especially multi-tool, multi-LLM work. Real work with AI, doesn't happen in a single session. You could draft something on Monday, refine it on Wednesday, repurpose it on Friday. Maybe you get started in ChatGPT, but you finish the work in Claude. And so without portable memory that captures and connects that work, you're wasting a lot of effort just simply re-explaining things over and over again. And that's not all, right? All of that refinement that you made, that's not even yours to keep, right? You just gave that away for free to these LLMs. And so that's what X-Ray solves. It captures your intelligence, it makes it yours so that you can take it across any AI tool that you use. And I hope that was helpful. Feel free to share your comments, your feedback, questions that you have regarding this video down below or wherever you want to reach me. Thank you.